Okie dokie.
That's the most Midwest start. Hey there.
Hey there, ho there, hi there.
Bob here.
Oh, it's cold.
What does Paige
Fuck,
say?
Cole.
What does Paige say? That bugs me.
What? Midwest?
Say this. It starts with an A, sour. It's a drink.
Amaretto?
I'll have an amaretto sour. That's what she says.
Amaretto?
Who the fuck says amaretto? Amaretto. What's the difference? I'm like, where are you from? Amaretto sour, please? Dear God.
You're gonna...
She doesn't listen to the pod. I talk shit about her all day. Love you, babe. Happy anniversary.
We're down to one game, Cole. And it's the matchup I wanted the least.
It's the matchup the country wanted to least.
Yeah. So many memes and stuff, like
Yeah,
who the country's rooting
Dark Knight
for.
Rises.
Yeah, who the country's rooting for. It's Kansas City's rooting for Kansas City. Philly's rooting for the Eagles. The rest of the country is just another pandemic, anything. Yeah. I mean,
so can I let's start
the Chiefs, man.
I want to walk through Sunday like as a day.
Okay. Take me back.
Okay? And we'll kind of go through each game. So we'll go through things longer and shorter than other things. Sunday as a day. It's not normal, right? Because we have a 2 and a 5:30. So you get that weird, like, oh, it's not at noon, but then it's not late, right? It's not a late game, but it goes late in the second game, right?
Right.
You're kind of waiting. Anticipation's growing. I'm not really excited for the Eagles game going into it.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be good.
Yeah.
Lots of scoring. I don't think we really need to discuss much. It's close. It's 14-13 Brown or down the sideline on fourth down. AJ Brown deep ball, and then they just Saquon explodes in the beginning, and then they just keep exploding.
Yeah.
That Washington team was like, I'm watching that, and I'm like, fuck, that's the 16 Packers. I'm like, what the fuck? Against the Falcons, where it was like, who the fuck is out there right now?
Right.
We got Ladarius Gunter on Julio. What are we doing? Like, what the hell is that?
And we lost like 40-20 or something.
Yeah, because we missed the kick, turned it over, someone fumbled, and it was like, game
they
over.
fumbled a lot. Did they fumble like 3 times?
But yeah, so like the Washington just turned it over, and you're screwed.
Right.
And that was the Packers. We had no room for error because Aaron had to play out of his mind just to be like, could we have a chance to win?
Yeah.
The roster's just not there. That's what it reminded me of. I watched. Was I like super entertained by that game? No. Was I impressed with the Eagles? I thought the offense showed out. I think they scored that much because they wanted to put on a display of like confidence.
To prove like, we don't just run the ball and play it safe.
My one question, well, 2 questions. First of all, I think we all realize Washington just needs to add more pieces. They shouldn't have been here to begin with.
Yeah,
right?
so you gotta
how
they gotta
Jaden
take this as a
Daniels
win.
wasn't on the MVP finals ballot voting is beyond me.
Like it should have been.
How is Joe Burrow ahead of him?
I don't know how their stats compare.
Joe's are better, but I don't give
That's
a shit.
why.
Joe's got better people on his team, and Joe didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this before. It's about how you define valuable.
Joke. And then
Some people, I don't know who it was. Maybe it's one of the guys who's in trouble at FS1, but he was like, I look at film first, stats second.
yeah,
Some people look at stats first, film second.
well, I got when we
and
were,
like those people will vote for different.
I'm not
people
going to out the
depending on-
guy, but I'm in a conversation at that dinner, and he's like, Lamar's got the better stats. I said, does he? And he goes, he's got less less interceptions, but a better touch. I said, he's got more turnovers, though. Oh, really?
So does that change your mind now?
Yeah, he goes,
that's
but he's
crazy.
still got more touchdowns. I said,
Passing?
barely. Yeah, passing. I said, total, it's very close. He's got more yards. I said, how much? Ask Drew Brees how much yards did for him in his career. Who gives a fuck? If you don't score, I don't care.
Yeah. You could go 100 yards and then fumble every time.
And he said, we beat him head to head. I said, okay, who's got the better record? Well, the Bills do. I said, okay, who's got more All-Pros?
The Ravens.
The Ravens do. I said, so who's valuable? And he goes, well, it's just stats. I'm just saying the stats. How do you not pick the stats? I said, that's offensive player of the year. That's not value.
There you go.
And he's like,
I agree.
I know. He goes,
and we need to educate
I kind of was getting, because I was like 3
Yeah,
glasses
I can
of wine
only
in,
imagine
and I'm
you
like,
getting
and then I kind of looked at myself and I was like, but I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I had to like really like walk back because I was like, damn,
Reel
I'm
it in
going
again.
off on this guy.
Are you a fucking moron?
I-
And Paige is like,
everybody-
babe, we're at my. Yeah.
Who do you think you are? Like, so.
You could watch sports, you fucking
You
idiot.
didn't watch the games? God, watch the Wisco Wisties and then talk. So like, but that's the thing. On the Eagles side, are we impressed with that win?
Not really. They should have won.
Are you impressed that they scored 50 points? I feel like that's kind of impressive. That's a lot of points, no matter where you are.
They just kept the throttle down, but I feel like at some point Washington was like,
which is what you need to do. Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, they kind of. I'm not saying they gave up, but at some point they're like, okay.
So that's our Philly discussion. We're not going to discuss any Super Bowl this week.
Yeah, because we still have one more week before it.
So then, now we move on to. I've been dreading this podcast because this fucking thing. So we move on to after that game. I'm starting to get a little like Packer playoff like. Whew, I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, fuck.
For the Bills game?
For the Bills game. And I'm like, I'm not even a Bills fan. And then CBS's intro comes on and we pan into the stadium and I'm just like, wow. Let's go. I'm like, I could run through a wall right now. And Paige is like, I'm going to go shower. And I'm like, what? She goes, I'm like, you got to watch the beginning, like a little. She goes,
it's like at 5.
She goes, I can't sit and watch this whole game. She goes, not just because of you, but she goes, I'm so sick of the Chiefs and I just know it's going to happen and I just can't. I just can't. So
Paige is the smartest one out of all of us because we all fell for it.
So we're going to go quarter by quarter. I want to go through each like the moments, right?
Now I got to relive this shit.
Yeah. And then we don't ever have to talk about it ever again.
Yeah, until they win the Super Bowl next week.
No, this game, no.
I know.
So, first things first. Game starts. Bills get the ball first. And I'm thinking, all right, let's fucking go. 3 and out.
Kansas City won the toss and declined.
3 and out.
Yep. Not how you want to start.
I'm not putting him high on my list of reasons they lost at all. But Josh Allen looked way too fucking...
He was like, he threw almost a pick.
Yeah.
Twice, I think.
He was way too... Put an
jittery,
adjective in there. Jittery, jacked, pumped.
Yeah, and there's some nerves, whatever.
He was way too hyped up.
Yeah, and it took him maybe 2. I would say maybe 2
It
or
did
3.
not happen right away. And you're going to look. I have themes of reasons why this game went how it was. There's one huge one, and I want to see if you guys can follow along to see what the big one is. Because to me, let's go to the next drive. Mahomes, Chiefs. Ding, bunk, bink, bunk, bink, bunk, bink, bunk. Touchdown. Looked smooth. Looked great. Wow. Opening script was great. Okay. So I'm not going to blame the Bills defense there. Teams always, you know what I mean? Like opening scripts are tough to deal with because they're prepping for it.
Right.
That happens. So I'm thinking, okay, like that's totally fine. Bills get the ball. Go down, drive, field goal. I'm thinking, okay, would have liked points, touchdown there, but field goal, get a little bit of response, get the jitters out.
Yep. And he moved the ball a little bit.
Moves the ball a little bit. Chiefs, bink, bunk, bink, bunk, down the field. I'm like, holy fuck, we can't stop this team. Like, you know, because this is how invested I am.
Adopted them now.
Mahomes fumbles, and I'm like, yes, fuck you, yeah. Because I told Paige,
that's what needed to happen.
Everyone, I said the only way the Bills win this game is if they get turnovers and don't turn over the ball, and then I said you have to score touchdowns though.
On the turnovers.
Right. I said, because this is not Seattle.
Because they could
Packers.
just make a stop and then have to punt, and then you're right back to where you fumbled in no time.
Russell threw 4 interceptions in the championship game, and it's like, yeah, we scored 6 fucking points off of 4 picks.
Yeah.
Like, you're not. It doesn't matter if you don't. Like, it takes away a possession, which is great.
It helps, but it doesn't complete the process.
Correct. When you score, that's when you put the knife in the throat, right? They get the ball, and what do?
Field goal.
No, all the way down. Scored a touchdown. James
so
Cook
they're up
around
10.
the corner.
Yeah.
So they're up 10-7.
10-7.
You're feeling good. I'm like, okay, scored a touchdown. This is what I like to be in. This is the second quarter. What happens then? Chiefs zoom down the field. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, what the hell? They score a touchdown. Xavier Worthy touchdown.
14-10.
14-10. And I am not feeling great. At this point,
You're just...
Bernard's already out with the concussion.
Yeah,
and Romo literally is like, we need him. He's so good for this team. And then he literally gets hit in the head, out for the game. And then he's like, oh, this is not going to be good.
And then their other guy comes in.
Elam.
They're just picking on him.
So this is one thing that you have to, another thing just to think about when we think about the game. Elam was drafted the pick after Trent McDuffie. The Bills traded with Patriots in that draft because they both needed a corner, and they said, oh, we know Kansas City needs one, or the Bills need one. We want ours before they take him. Trent McDuffie gets picked. Kaiir Elam gets picked. Did Kaiir Elam look like... I was like, you're a first-round pick. He was like...
I thought he was a fifth-year...
Fucking undrafted. He looked like a guy
been
that
on
had
6 teams.
No idea what's going on. He was a first-round pick.
That's
like,
wild.
What?
I
now,
didn't know that.
Is Trent McDuffie the same guy if he's on Buffalo? I don't know. I have no idea.
But I mean, he's still
that's
their best corner.
He was second All-Pro this year. So that's a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
Huge difference. Xavier Worthy, whether you think he's good or not, scored that touchdown, right? Keon Coleman had 1 catch, 10 yards, 12 yards. Huge difference. Guess who traded with them? Buffalo traded out. I'm not saying draft worthy, but that's a big deal. So interesting, right? So we're at 14-10, and I'm like, okay, what does Buffalo do? 3 and out. And I'm like, this is not a good thing because there's 3 minutes left in the half.
And Kansas City
gets the ball at the half.
At third
and I'm
quarter.
like, this isn't
it's like a double down. They could
Correct.
go up 14 more than they already have.
This is not it.
So it could have been 28-7.
And this is the first thing that we're going to really get into. This is the drive, 3rd and 5. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, wait, it was caught? Wait, did it hit the ground? What the fuck was that? Do I think that was a catch?
I forgot about that.
By Worthy? No. Do I think if it's a pick? Maybe. I think it should have been incomplete. The argument that, oh, he had it on his shoulder while the other guy's holding it, and then the ball didn't move.
Tie goes to the offense. I'm like, Gene, are you fucking kidding me?
Made no sense.
Get your head out of your ass, dude. There's no way.
No sense. And Mahomes got drilled on that. It's like a prayer, and I'm thinking, yes, or stop. And nope. And then they score a touchdown. I'm like, okay, whatever. Tough call. It happens. 20-10 though, with 2 minutes left. At that point, what are you thinking?
No bueno.
You gotta score, or 21-10.
You have to score before you go into the
You gotta
half.
get at least 3, at least, because you gotta stay. Because if they come out of the half and Patriot you 28-10, this thing's done. Mm-hmm. Well, Josh leads them down. Matt Collins with that like one-handed,
great play,
great grab, great throw, touchdown. Fuck yeah! But then this is another point. There's a flag on the made extra point.
So it's like, okay, you had the point.
17. So we go from 16 to 17. So it would have been 17 to 21. There's a difference between before the kick, where they're like, oh, you could take it at the 1 or move it up for the extra point.
Yeah, so it's a 15-yarder.
But you don't have the kick, right? It's already on the board.
Yeah,
17.
So they took a point away.
You're taking points away. Because
you want one more.
We want to go with the fucking topic of conversation, the Josh Allen push, which I talked about last week. Good. Do the push. He's unstoppable with the push.
Yeah, he's huge.
And then Romo's like, yeah, they see something here because he gets stuffed on the 2.
Yeah.
He's like, he likes to go to the left. They told us in pregame. They told us when we met him. We noticed he likes to go to the left. Who noticed? Just think about it when we're thinking about this. Who notices those things? And the Chiefs would go, oh, let's adjust to that, right?
Spag.
Just think about it, okay? Just keep it in your brain.
Okay.
Thinks about that. Stuffed. So now it's 16-21. I'm like, could be worse. But you answered. 5 isn't the end of the world.
Yep.
Chiefs with 18 seconds left, kneel. I was kind of like, okay, cool. Going to half. So 16-21, kind of nervous. Not really feeling great. Start of second half. Chiefs go all the way down the field. They go down to Buffalo 37. Milano goes right at him, gets a sack, and you're like, let's go. Yeah. Kicked him out of field goal range. Punt. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
The James Cook show starts.
Yes.
Just
dude's a beast.
Down the field, running. We go for a touchdown. James Cook.
Was it that really athletic stretching one?
Nope. So that is the. Oh yeah, it is. That's the fourth goal where he did
2.
when he went. Did he did the pitch right?
Yeah, and he got hit, and he was like, "Oh!"
But we need to talk about it. 4th and goal. Why? Because 3rd and goal. Josh Allen. What do you think Josh Allen did, Mason?
Yeah, to the left.
Rushed to the left for 0 yards. So this is the second time we did not. At least the second time.
Stuffed.
We got stuffed. Keep that in your mind, people.
Yeah.
If I hit a car,
what's the definition?
If I hit a tree, yeah, and then do
insanity?
it again. What are we doing? Okay, James Cook makes an amazing play. That was not easy at all. And that's our second 2-point conversion used. Our second gotta have it play. As far as I know, you don't have 20 of those in every game. You got like 5 to 10 in each week that you're like, this is, if we need something, this is what we're going to.
Yeah.
So we used it already twice. We used 2 of them.
So we were probably out.
Okay.
Or close
to
it.
Up 22-21. Now I'm like, all right, fuck yeah. We're at the end of the third almost because that was a big drive.
Could have been 23-21.
Or 24-21, right? Chiefs go 3 and out. And I'm like,
let's go.
Let's fucking ride. I'm like, 22-21. And now this is a big moment, right? 22-21. Bills go down. They get the ball. We get to the 4th quarter because they're still driving. I will say this. There was 5 fumbles in this championship game. 1 recovered. All recovered by Buffalo. 4 by Buffalo themselves. Josh Allen fumbled.
Okay, yeah.
Several times. Yeah. The snap. He
got tackled and just went, oh, God.
Yeah, and I know he just picked it up with his hand. I was like, oh, Jesus, right? Mahomes dropped one and it was recovered.
Yeah, that's 3.
He jumped over the pile on 4th and 1 because they got stuffed again.
Yeah, and then he recovered it.
So people don't realize this. It's 3rd and 1 at the end of the 4th quarter. What do they do, Mason?
End of the 3rd quarter?
End of the 3rd quarter. Josh Allen does what?
To the left.
Stuffed for 0 yards. Yeah. So 4th quarter, what do they do, Mason? He jumps over the pile like we're at the goal line.
Yeah.
Like the ball's just safe.
Yeah. Oh, once I get hit, it's over.
We're almost like you forget that thing can just get punched out. It's not
because he's on top of bodies.
Yeah,
like until he touches the ground.
Yeah. And he fumbled and grabbed it. But he got the 4th on a sneak.
Yeah.
Sneak. Jump over.
Yeah.
I'm thinking when you have to jump over, this is the time to be like, nah, this ain't working.
And if you're jumping over, hold it like this.
Correct.
And just fucking curl up once you get over.
So that happens. We're at the Kansas City 50-yard line. So we're right in the middle of the field. 4th quarter starting. You're up 22-21. I'm thinking, we just got the first on 4th down. You go down and score a touchdown. It's 28-21 with just those 6, right? Kick the extra point. It's 29-21. You're up 8.
So they need a 2-pointer to tie.
They just the tie, which they ended up doing anyways, right? That's the time I go for 2 to go up 9. Like when they played in the regular season, they went for it. He scored a touchdown. They went up 9. Because guess what, Kansas City?
Now it's 2 possessions.
It's 2 possessions. You don't even get you go for 2. It doesn't matter. I still have the lead because I have to cut the throat of the team.
But they won't even need to do that if they wouldn't have gone for it the first time.
If they had the 2 points already, then you're already
or
up
if you just got the 1
to 21 and then you score the 7, you're up how much? 10.
Yeah.
So it's a for sure. Hindsight's 2020. I understand the first one kind of because you're like it's 16. if we get it, we're at 18. We're only down a field goal. It's you know what I mean?
But that's halfway through the game. There's so much game.
On the road, you have points. Take the points.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Brady
so
always
much
says
time
that,
left.
and
It's fucking
I hate
stupid.
to say it, but I understand. And then we get to the fucking moment, right? James Cook rushes. Allen pass. And then this is the third down. Allen to Kincaid, which
got a first down.
Gets the first down. I
Oh.
swear to God.
Presidente broke this down.
And then
perfectly.
he was
How?
awesome. Portnoy was awesome on this game. And then
How
they
is that
literally
not a first.
the guy like, I'm swear he's going like this, and then they're like,
Oh, never
no,
mind.
let's move it back a little bit. And I'm like, okay,
I don't get that.
Okay,
Did his knee really? I didn't look at it that completely.
it's close. I think it's close. Then the sneak happens, where Allen gets pushed, and which way did
The
he go,
infamous
Mason? Which way did he
left.
go? Are we fucking kidding right now? I've been texting you. Why are we going left and why are we going on one? Romo's like, stop going left and you're going on one. I watched the fucking...
I do that 8
We're
times.
pausing to the Eagles game, right? Eagles commanders at the goal line.
Yeah.
The guy's jumping over because are they going on one?
Yeah.
He has no clue. He's just going. And they're
He's
like,
just drawing it off.
we can award a touchdown. Didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
He's like, we're just gonna. We're not guys. We're not calling a play. We're gonna make them give us points via the ref.
And if you're Washington, what the ball's going to move this much? I don't give a shit. I'm just going.
Right.
Who cares?
So I get why there's a rule.
In this situation, I understand what, because like if your team jumps false starts, now it's 4th and 5, and that's tough, right?
Yeah.
So don't go on 10, go on 3, or maybe run a fucking different play.
Yeah.
I don't know. James Cook is cooking right now.
Yeah.
Like, get him involved. I tell you, Allen's best in the famous best player of the year when he drops back and can throw, and then it's like, fuck that. I'm just going to go run.
Then run, yeah.
Because you have more options. Even the design runs still don't have as many options because it's just him rolling out and lowering his shoulder.
Yeah.
It works.
That's where I would take it. And the way that they run their tush push is they
not
have
the same.
a running back 7 yards behind him who's a buck
It's
80.
not the same.
And by the time he gets up there to push on him, he's already been hit.
Also,
Like the guys, Philly has like big boys behind
Philly's got big boys.
Jalen
I'm
Hurts who can
convinced
also fucking lift
Jalen Hurts
weights.
different. He's squatty.
Yeah, and it's like they
Push.
just use brute force. They have like 800 pounds a man pushing
It just
forward.
proves it's not that easy, right?
Right.
I'm convinced Philly lines up in the neutral zone to begin with, though. They're
they
all
go-
like even. They're fucking even in there. That center's
They're
supposed to be
all-
ahead, so I call bullshit there.
Yeah. Do you think they should ban it?
No, because
play?
only one team can do it. If it was so easy, why are we banning it? Because one team can do it.
Right.
If it was so easy, Allen would be pushing. He would be the next guy to be able to push around
But they also changed the rules for your boy, Josh Allen.
for the playoffs, for the overtime. Yeah, that's different to me though. That's
Just
not
saying.
a one-team issue. I mean, I've been complaining about that since Aaron didn't touch the ball 12 times in his career.
Mm-hmm.
So that he doesn't. Do you think he passed the line to gain?
Yes.
I think it's a tough view. First and foremost,
It's only on
it's on the ref's side that you can actually see the
See the
ball,
ball, not where his back is.
Where Chris Jones was.
right.
And when the refs come in, the one that could actually see goes, if this is the line, he's like, oh, fuck, he got it first. The other one's like, oh, I couldn't see shit. And then he goes, I guess we have to meet in the middle. And they just meet.
Yeah.
NFL, how fucking old are we? I'm watching.
Figure it out.
I'm watching tennis, and they're putting the spot of where that shit line's on the line.
Yeah.
They're like, God, you know what I mean? That quarter inch was right there. That was out. We can't do that with a football.
Yeah.
We can't have like computers
All this
or chips
technology,
and whatever.
yeah.
We got old men who can't see because Chris Jones' head right there, and he's like,
Yeah.
That looks about
well,
right.
there's not enough clear evidence to say otherwise.
You know how many
And we
clips-
called short on the field, so that, trumps everything
and
if
I
we don't have enough
understand the
evidence.
short evidence because you couldn't see shit.
But let's fix that.
Let's fix it. Add more cameras. I think you can see it.
Do the
in
fucking.
moment.
I don't get why they can't have the eye in the sky right down Main
Well,
Street.
you could, but they're like, it's the view, the angle doesn't give you the. But I'm like, we're matching views and different things all the time.
But
like,
you can
at this
do
point,
that
from different
You
view.
can
at
do
this-
that, and then you can have
The other view and time
the
'em up.
laser line and the ball sensor, and then you can
moment-
just say, like, on the computer,
the moment it hits,
you just clear
beep, beep,
everything
beep.
but the line and the
Got
ball.
it.
So you just see this ball moving, and you know like he has it in his hands, but you can't see him because it's a fucking technology. We got AI. What the
Amazon
hell?
tracks the speed of players.
Right.
Amazon, I'm tasking Bezos, figure this fucking out, man.
Yeah.
Because if you're on Thursdays, figure it out. I don't care who does it, just do it, because that's a joke to me.
The commissioner has to get pushback. There's no way he doesn't.
How do
There's
you
so many
not
people.
fix
If you
that?
look at the comments, now that I'm back on social media,
Yeah, I saw that.
crazy. I know, it feels weird. I missed so much stuff. It took me like 3 hours to go through. I didn't even watch everything.
Did you look at my
all the stuff that you sent me? I can't like it all. You look at all the comments from like, yeah, the Chiefs advanced to try to do a three-peat. It's like, these
Really?
refs are horrible. How do we not know what a catch is still? How do we not have
a lot
fucking
of problems.
sensors in the
We don't
balls?
have
Like,
full-time
what?
refs.
Are you kidding me? How is that not a thing? How is there not full-time refs?
It's a joke. It really is. I will say, I have a couple end thoughts, though, before we get to once we get to the end of the game on all that. So, stopped. There's 13 minutes left in the game at that point. So do I think if they would have went down and scored a touchdown and they're up 8, well, guess what? Kansas City went down literally right after that. Mahomes did his rush for a touchdown, which, hear that out, they never ran that play all year.
Yep.
Keep that in note, America. Got the 2-point conversion. So would it have mattered?
I think that's when I texted you, Mahomes is more athletic than Love.
Yep, he is, which is sad.
Sad.
So that happened. Do I think the Bills win the game if they get that first down? It would have helped for
But not
sure.
necessarily,
But not
yeah.
necessarily. Bills get the ball back, and I'm like, oh, Christ, you're down 7. This is do or die. Like, you have to score here. Because even if you give them the ball back, if you only get a field goal, well, they score, and then you're still down. You're
Right.
screwed. Allen leads them down, 4th and goal, and I'm like, Jesus, we're really doing this?
How many times you got to go for it on 4?
And he rifles it to Curtis Samuel, and I'm like, that a fucking kid. Like, good, just great play. He had a, let's see, where was it? But it was just look. 1st and 10, Buffalo 30. James Cook, 9-yard pass. 2nd and 1, James Cook for 23 yards. Just a rush.
And then he's not in.
Then James Cook for 2. And I'm thinking, okay. Then Mac Hollins for a 32 on 3rd and 8.
Another big
So it's
catch.
like, damn, okay.
I think that's when I texted you, if they would let him play with bare feet,
It'd be over.
unstoppable.
Chiefs get the ball back. They go down the field. And I'm like, oh, my God, they're going to score. This sucks. And then all of a sudden it's 1st and goal. And Jordan Phillips just picks his lineman up and goes, not today. And he runs him into Mahomes.
Yeah,
and he sacks.
puts him way back.
Way back. I'm
that one play is what killed that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my
series.
God, it's 2nd and goal at the 20. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was
I like,
huge.
this is a massive win for Buffalo because first half we had a touchdown drive, fumble, touchdown, kneel.
Yeah.
So we didn't stop shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
That
fuck?
was huge.
We need something.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, field goal. I text Mason. I'm like, this is it. 3:23 left.
I know. I'm like, there's just enough time.
This is the
they
moment.
have all 3 timeouts. They can take their time. Like you said, we can still run the ball. I'm like, yes.
So then
you can just fucking
this is it.
take
right
all
here.
the time you can because we all know 13 seconds is still too much or
Correct.
whatever.
First down, Ty Johnson left for negative or right for -1 yards. Why is Ty Johnson in the game?
Yeah, not Cook.
It's 3:33 left. You're going to run 3 to 4 plays before that 2-minute runs. He can't be out there for 3 to 4 plays, get a break from the 2-minute, and then keep going.
Yeah. Was he
What-
hurt or
No,
what was
he
going
was
on?
just standing on the sideline.
Yeah, tired? I don't know. Or
I
was
don't
that
think
coaching?
he was. I think it's because they wanted Ty Johnson in to make it look like they're going to throw. And I get it. You want
You're
Allen
just
to have
playing,
the ball in your
you're
hands.
playing yourself.
Your mind games.
Yeah.
Again, think about the
God
play calling
damn.
here. Next one, Josh Allen steps back, 13-yard run. I'm like, all right, let's get back into it. Cool. Next one, Josh Allen, pass incomplete over the middle, Shakir. Roman was like, was that a throwaway? What the fuck was that?
He
That's
thought
kinda-
it was a throwaway. I
And I'm
remember
like,
him saying
okay.
that.
Also, we have to talk about when he launched it to Coleman. He's like, what is he doing? And then he goes, oh my, he pointed out a flag. He's sitting there.
Yeah,
He's like,
he knew that was a flag.
he's like,
yeah.
flag, flag, flag. Okay, now I can run around. Like, I was like, damn, that was next level.
Wait till he throw it. The ref's like, fuck, he saw it. I gotta throw it.
There was a time too that Allen missed Curtis Samuel on a under route low that he could have just. And I was like, oh, God,
right there.
So many.
Yeah.
Just.
But I mean,
It just happened.
it sucks, but you can't miss those throws.
2nd and 10, misses Samuel. I don't think it was that play. 3rd and 10, they bring the house. He checks out of it to a screen to Cooper. Thinking the slowest guy on it. Also, like, what the fuck? He just looks old now.
Yeah, how?
I watched the play. Like, if he had any speed, he's gone. And if the old lineman doesn't, like, fucking not just, if he does his job, he, like, runs into the safety and they both bounce off each other. I'm like, you're 150 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
And then that safety got him. He's gone. Like, he is gone because they cover zeroed. And so it's 4th and 5. Okay, what are we doing? What do you think? I look at Paige, I'm like, I'm betting blitz. Because what the fuck else does he do? I watch every goddamn big game. And Spags, and Dad says it all the time. Why are we sitting back? Slow death. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
You got to, and you don't just play man to man, right?
I get it.
It's risky.
It's risky because if they can play the blitz well, you throw to the guy that's blitzing because the guy blitzed off the fucking receiver.
Corner, the McDuffie.
Yeah.
You don't blitz
So,
McDuffie.
right.
Why would you blitz McDuffie? He's your best corner.
Right. So if you see that and you get that guy, it could be a touchdown.
But
You never
that's
know.
the next level.
I know.
If you blitzed Mahomes, you'd be like, fuck, we're going to lose because he's going to make a play, right? Things happen. I get it. Certain, like Goff, I'm sending the house. You know what I mean? Like, oh, God. Don't even cover anybody. He's going to shit himself. Like, blitz comes. The other thing I'm seeing online is he should have checked. He should have checked. And I'm like,
he made the throw.
Well,
he made the
I'm
throw.
hearing quarterbacks. They're like, he couldn't have. Others did. They're like, it should have been a sign though. I watched a play. I watched a guy go over an O lineman, and it made sense to me. He's like, it's all about numbers. Aaron talks about this. It's all about numbers. He's like, if you look, they had 3 wideouts to the right. He goes, I only count 2 guys that can cover the 3 wideouts. Or, yeah. And he goes, and then you got 4 to the left, right? Or whatever. He's like, it's unbalanced.
So you know one of those guys.
That's a tell. He's like, because I got too many people to cover, not like the numbers.
4 on 2 over here.
3,
you got 2 on 3 over there.
And he's like, so this guy who looks like he's going to blitz, I would bet isn't. Because he's got to come out or else you're going to have a wide open person. He goes, and then the other telltale. Chris Jones is on the one side. If I'm a betting man, I'm blitzing the other side. Because Chris Jones is going to get in or the other side's going to get in, right?
Yeah.
Or
you could have
if you blitz both.
You could blitz and have their best rusher on the same side.
He was saying, he goes, that would make sense. He goes, but if... Then
it shouldn't take you that long though. You step back and you can see, okay, it's this side. All right. Boom.
Then he overfloods. But then that's what he said. He's like, if you blitz on the left with Chris Jones, you're already leaning towards Chris Jones to begin with.
Yeah.
Because he's so good. So now you got extra people over there anyways. He's like, so you're kind of just creating a wall by itself. So you want it to come everywhere. It happened. Whatever. He backs up and I'm thinking, oh fuck, it's over.
A prayer
ball. Was it?
But it was a good ball.
It was a great ball. Was it an easy catch? It's not Mark Andrews. It's not Mark Andrews. That was dead ass right here. He had to stop and turn, but holy fuck, catch the ball, Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Jesus loves me.
I don't remember what the comment was, but he's like, he's gonna be best friends with Mark Andrews.
Yeah. And guess who the Bills picked? Fucking Dalton Kincaid in the first round
from Utah.
That's their Kelsey.
We wanted him.
I did too. Yeah, because he hasn't done shit. He was on my fantasy team. I didn't do well in fantasy this year. That sucked.
Yeah.
And I know, right then and there, I'm like, well, and Rome was like, game's not over. And I'm screaming at the TV. Yeah, it fucking is, Romo.
Yeah, they need one fucking first down.
They literally get it. But dummy runs out of bounds. Pacheco just is an idiot.
Yeah.
Rutgers.
So it's like, okay, so they had to get 2
so you got to go
first
get
downs.
another one. And what does Andy Reid do? He goes, yeah, we got that beater that and he sends him this way, and he comes underneath to P. Ryan, who catches one ball all game, caught it, first down, move on. Over. And I look at Paige, I'm like, this is a fucking joke. Like, screw that.
Yeah, it sucked.
Pissed me off.
I know you are more into it than I am, but I asked Allie, I was like not happy for a long time. She was like down in the dumps.
Paige doesn't get like, I don't want to call it Xbox talk, but when you're like the sixth grade, like, oh, kill yourself. Fuck that.
Yeah.
If she hears something like that, she'd be like, why? Like, that's so, like, do we have to say that? I'm like, I'm not saying kill yourself, but I'm like, everything I'm cussing her out, I'm saying, she's like, really?
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, it doesn't, I don't actually mean it.
I'm just getting it out.
Express my anger
I'm getting it out.
Like,
it's got to come out somehow.
Yeah. I'm like, fucking Hiroshima 2.0. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit comes out. It doesn't matter. To me, did Josh Allen outplay Mahomes? No. Josh Allen's key mistake in the beginning of the game, not being prepped or being too jacked. I'm blaming the loss on the coaching, though.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
On all three, like defensive calls, like what kind of protection are you doing? We're like, I can't believe they have a check down.
Outclassed Sean McDermott once again.
Because McDermott's the defensive guy. Right?
Yeah, so they're going this way. It's different if you score a bunch of points and then you're like, well, my DC wasn't good, like the Packers, right?
Yeah. And then offense.
Offensively,
let's do another quarterback sneak to the left.
Figure it out. Joe Brady.
It's not a push at that point. It's just a quarterback sneak.
Joe Brady, like, do something different, man.
Yeah.
Put James Cook in the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many moments that they got outclassed. Spags outclassed him. Reed outclassed McDermott, and it was evident. What do the Chiefs get? Well, they get this great punt return. People are like, well, there's holdings on that. Yeah, okay. You know what? It happens. But they got the ball at the fucking 30-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
When they beat the Eagles, Tony down to the 10. Their special teams outdid yours again.
And here we are signing Rich again.
I know. Well, that's
I just found that out today.
Yeah,
oh
like,
my
what the fuck?
God.
So, like, the coaching is the biggest thing to me. We run plays that you've never seen before, and the Bills are, like, out here doing shit that, like, the play on the fourth down was Shakir. He rolls back and comes around. He's 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage at that point.
Yeah, he catches the ball.
And they're like, you know why they ran that play? Because Joe Brady ran it against the Chiefs on a fourth down earlier this year, and he threw it to Shakir, and they got the first down. You don't think Spags was like, what did they run on fourth down last time that they fucking that worked?
Let's be ready for that next time.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like
nothing new, nothing.
Just a letdown in that. And did Mahomes play out of this world? I'm not going to say no.
That's why it's a chess match. Like, coaching is such a chess match because you can be like, oh, Spags knows that we've done that play.
It is.
But he's not going to. You can think, okay, he might be ready for that.
So
but
let's do something
also,
else, but he might be ready for our ready. It's a counter to a counter.
Yeah, reverse psychology. Whatever. So it's a chess match.
I'm not
I get it.
I'm
but
not
that's
going to say Mahomes played bad. I'm not going to say he was killing it though.
Yeah.
In their first playoff 3 meetings, Mahomes has 9 touchdowns, 1 turnover. Allen has 9 touchdowns, 0 turnover. That's in the first 3.
Yeah.
Before this game. I'm looking at it like this. I'm like, okay, I think the Chiefs have a better roster. I think the Chiefs have a better coach. Allen was the only player in the last 15 years to have no other All-Pros on his team, first or second. So, like, he has nobody around him in that regard.
And he almost got to the Super Bowl. So how is he not the fucking MVP?
Right?
Got further than...
In his 4 losses against Kansas City, he has 9 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 turnover, more touchdown drives than punts, 28.3 points per game. And his defense allowed 38, 42, 32, 27. Who does that sound like?
Aaron.
It's the same thing.
So Allen's gonna find a way to win one Super Bowl
and be screwed. And I'm
And
like, why
Mahomes
do
is
I
still
get,
gonna
why do
win
I lock
6
in
or
on the
whatever.
guys that this fucking happens to? It sucks.
because you see Aaron in him and you didn't even realize it until now.
It sucks. I'm like, man, he's showing
Why does
up.
this feel just so?
He's so good.
Why does this
God,
just feel
this is
like
awesome.
home?
Get this. Josh Allen's playoff stats. Total touchdowns per game, 2.54, number one all time. Total touchdowns to turnovers per game, 5.5, number one all time. Total yards per game, 310, number one all time. Passer rating, 101. He's sixth. He's one of the greatest statistical performers in the playoffs ever. And he's never even made the Super Bowl.
But he's only been in how many games?
Playoffs?
Yeah.
13. He's played in 13 games, Mason. Think about that. 13. Josh Allen, compared to Peyton Manning, his numbers are like dead ass on in the regular season for a lot of things. And then in the playoffs, light years better. He's got more touchdowns, higher completion percentage, less interceptions, higher quarterback rating, all of these things in his first day. It's very similar to the Lamar Peyton Manning, where he didn't make it. His team wasn't good enough, and then Peyton pushed through. He won his first Super Bowl in his 30s.
Yeah.
I think the problem here is the NFL, and was like, we got Jordan in our league. It's Jordan. I'm like, no, he's good. There's no doubt about it. Jordan had Phil Jackson. I don't know how great of an importance. It was huge.
In basketball, it's different, yeah.
But in football, Andy Reid, who's better? It's not close. Because I'm thinking fire fucking McDermott. Because what the fuck? But then my question, the Mike Tomlin question.
Who do you replace him with?
Who is going to do what he does, but better? Who's going to look Andy Reid in the eye and go, so? To me, you'd have to trade for somebody. You'd have to be like Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay or, you know what I mean? Somebody that like, and Kyle struggles against Spags. So like, who are you going to go get?
Yeah.
The other thing, why the fuck the league should help themselves and be like, fucking hire Spagnuolo as a head coach. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Somebody. Because that's their key.
Yeah.
Their defense
If
just shows up.
Can we split those two up somehow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
then it's just a fucking...
another
now
thing.
you're going to get your dynasty.
I understand the refs have the call. I've seen a lot of tweets and a lot of shit. They're like, look at all the things. Like Adam Schefter tweeted out, like, the Chiefs get less this, all this crap. I've seen other ways. Well, the Chiefs don't get this. It goes back and forth.
Yeah.
I get that. It doesn't help the situation at all.
No.
It gets amplified in the playoffs. But at the end of the day,
It's just salt in the wound.
it is. You got it. The Chiefs are good. They're really good. You only get so many opportunities to beat them to begin with.
Yeah.
So you have,
You have to take
execute
advantage of them,
and take
and you
advantage
can't
of them.
give them any more.
You can't give them any more, turning the ball over. Like the Bills like didn't have a turnover for like 13 games straight, and all the like. You have to play that clean game.
Mm-hmm.
The flags don't help because it just makes that, you have 5% room now. You got 3% room to do.
Yeah. It's
right?
the before the snap flags too
that hurts. Yeah,
that's controllable.
The self-inflicted stuff for sure.
False
the crap
starts.
flags where it goes their way sucks. The other thing that, like, not many teams have the roster, right? So you have to have a dude too to play to that level. Can you unleash the guy? Well, does he turn the ball? All that stuff. The
Yeah.
other thing that has happened that I'm noticing is, like the Patriots, they've been in so many big games. You can't tell me this isn't a factor because they've been in so many big games now, the Chiefs. They've looked at it all, done it all.
They don't get phased.
They don't get phased at all.
No.
Nothing. All the, like,
Experience
George
matters.
Karlaftis has never lost a playoff game. He's been on the team for 3 years. Never lost a playoff
Yeah,
game.
that's why. It's like Jason Pierre-Paul.
He doesn't exactly.
Remember that?
He doesn't know what it's like to not play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, wasn't Jason Pierre-Paul undefeated?
Every time he
went to the playoffs,
yeah.
they won every game and
Yes.
won the Super Bowl.
That's
'Cause it was
on the Bucks and the Giants.
Well, it's
yeah.
the Giants and then the Bucks. And he blew off half his fucking hand and still did that.
But that's the thing. So, like, the Bills they've had guys that have never been there. So, like, Allen looked a little yippy. The Niners looked a little off in moments in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs don't.
So do you think that gives? I know you said we're not talking Super Bowl, but kind of.
It gives,
do you know what gives? Does that give the Eagles?
I think that helps the Eagles this year, right? Because they've been there and they played them.
I mean,
so they know what it's like.
We think that last year's Super Bowl was, it wasn't a blowout. They won by 3.
Well, that's the other thing,
right?
is the Chiefs make it. The thing that bugs me about the Chiefs.
No, they beat the Eagles by 3. Wasn't last year's pretty close too?
They won in overtime.
Yeah, so I mean, they were close.
They were down 3, and he led them on a drive.
No.
So that's another stat. Everyone's like, there's only like 40% of playoff drives down in the fourth quarter, you get a score. Patrick Mahomes is like 15 for 15 in those scenarios.
Yeah,
He's never
Jesus.
not done it. And everyone...
That's Andy, though.
You have to crown him for making the right throw, making the right play. He runs when he needs to. He's great. But to me, if you put fucking him on another team, Chicago, Detroit, he's not the same player.
Mahomes.
Yeah, Andy Reid is different for him. And without that, literally 18, scoring points, Tyreek Hill, it doesn't matter. You had no Spags because you couldn't stop Brady in that moment. You get a team that doesn't flinch, that doesn't have a problem with those things, versus a team that, oh God, we're a little tight, or oh God, I didn't make that one play, because they're just
or you need
emotional.
a team who just gets on a run, and they are on a historic run, and they don't make enough mistakes, and they just somehow get it done, like the 2010 Packers.
They don't know what they don't know.
The Giants,
fire, right? Yeah,
right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that's all that.
Ignorance is bliss, kind of thing. Yeah. So
house money.
There's a million ways to win a Super Bowl, but the easiest way is to do the Chiefs.
I think the thing that bugs me the most is like the Patriots would kick you, like they would stomp you. It's like 30-10. It's like, oh fuck. Like the Chiefs, it's like, oh, we beat Vegas.
That was my problem with them.
Game-winning field goal.
That's my problem
you know
with
what I mean?
This whole year. I told you, like, luck's got to run out. It's got to run out. It's got to run out.
Don't.
Yeah.
Do I think they get bored in the regular season? Yes.
Probably.
Because they're just so
it's
used
like
to
LeBron in January.
And they set themselves...
Went back on the Cavs. He's like, all right, guys, it's March. Let's turn this shit up.
And they
Let's
set
win 30
themselves
in a row.
up where it's like, we just have to win one game to get to the championship game, and now we're there.
Right.
At home, let's go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we got to win 2 games to get to the big dance.
Yeah, and so, like... Do I think someone can take it from them? I don't know.
Eventually, they're going to have to.
But if you ask me who's going to win the Super Bowl this week and then next year, who's the answer?
I mean, where do you have your pick for your Super Bowl? We're not talking about that.
No, we're
not
doing that. But like, if I said the Chiefs
it's
forfeited,
a 50-50 shot. I haven't really sat down and thought about it, but I can honestly tell you that I pretty much know who I'm picking.
Yeah, me too. If I said the Chiefs forfeited, though, would you be shocked?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. So, like, when is it going to end? Because I don't know. The only way...
You have to break up the band. Like, you're going to have to lose Chris Jones. You're going to have to lose...
I saw Edelman say
somebody
that. Because everyone's like, well, he's on Brady's heels. He's on Brady's heels. He's just as good. Well, if he does the three-peat, he's just as good. And I hate the Brady guys who are like, Brady's beaten him twice. Brady's better. Brady. And I'm like, fuck off. He is better than Brady. I don't, like, give me a break.
He's a better quarterback.
But Edelman was like, the difference about Brady, though, he goes, Travis is going to retire. Chris is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Brady had 3 careers in
one
Hall of Fame careers in one, because he did it with different people.
Right.
Do I think Mahomes can do that? But yeah, like, is Andy going to make it to
He had
80?
Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick probably helped that a lot.
Correct.
You make sure you get all the
so
good
you
players.
may have Andy, but is Spags going to be there forever? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And, like, people are going to figure Spags out eventually. Got to.
They have to. Or someone's going to fucking say, we will give you as much money as you want to be our
Part of me
coach.
thinks he's declining some things because he likes what he's doing. Because he was, I'm pretty sure he was a head coach.
I mean, doesn't he get paid? He probably gets paid pretty good.
He's like the highest paid in the league.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And I keep winning Super Bowls and people keep
I mean,
betting me.
we
Like,
have the highest paid special teams coordinator in the league.
That
And
doesn't mean shit.
I bet he's happier than the clam.
Wild. When I saw that, I'm like, we're doing this? Dad goes, crazy. I was like, yeah.
Why?
Worst
Is it just because
worst ranked in the league.
Matt's boy?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
He helps him make his decisions. Well, your decisions haven't been that good this year, Matt.
Correct. I just can't.
Your time management, when it came down to it, timeouts, shit like that. I'm like,
I just can't.
Fuck?
It's frustrating to watch. I feel for Josh. I feel for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't get over the hump now. And Patrick's like, yeah, I'm sorry that we had to be the team that had to do it.
Yet he was the crybaby. He was like, I can't believe they fucking call offensive fucking
Yeah,
offsides.
I know. Like
he's such a poor loser. Sore loser.
Also, just take a guess. He
his
had one
dad.
touchdown. He sucks.
Oh.
I've never been a bigger Joe Burrow fan in my life. He has one touchdown, 245, 18 completions. How many completions does he have over 10 yards?
Mahomes in that game?
Yeah.
2?
2.
Yeah, I don't remember. One of them was
one for 25 and one for 12. Everything else was under 10.
Yeah.
And they were wide open for a majority. So that's he's like a talented Brady. He's turning into the moment where it's like, make the right play, make it work, and then
death
when we
by
need
1,000 cuts.
Yeah, when we need you to make a special play, he makes it because he's special.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck,
but
man,
those
what do you
moments
do about
are
that?
more rare now because you're just managing the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Rashee Rice is going to be back next year. It's like, well, fuck.
Oh, shit, I forgot about him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good. It's like, do you sign Marquise Brown? We're getting rid of Hopkins. Let's put some different money on. Like, they're going to be just as good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what the fuck, man? Like, I just don't see an end to it.
Not right now.
If you're a Chiefs fan and you're not from Kansas City, you can go fuck yourself. That's all I have to say. I don't believe in you. I don't like you. It's garbage.
Yeah.
It's not a Super Bowl I want to watch at all.
No, I was like this. We're hosting it, of course, for some friends. I'm like, do we have to? I don't even want to watch
I know. I always
it.
say
I
that.
like boycott
She's like,
it.
why do we watch?
Matter.
And I'm like, well, what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to end up die hard.
I'm not doing this because I like it.
Yeah. Hate watching the Eagles.
What does Kramer say?
The Chiefs.
Well, I don't have to. Or no, shit. What does he say? Well, I'm gonna have to take it, but I don't have to like it.
Yeah,
when he's taking his food.
It's sad. I feel for Josh though.
Yeah, I mean, 0-4 in the playoffs against them.
141 yards of the Chiefs' receiving yards were Yak out of his 240.
Yeah.
So
what did he really do?
Correct. But Josh got outplayed. Like, give me a break.
No.
I did want to throw back a couple things because it made me think of Aaron. Think about look at this. What a championship day game. It was the Bucks Packers, so Brady Rodgers.
Yeah, the two old
and
heads,
then it's
the two
Allen
young heads.
Mahomes. Like, what a game.
That was 2020.
It was our anniversary.
2020.
Like, fuck yeah. Like, what a day. And then I thought about this too, because I saw this. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have 600 passing touchdowns. And I was like, how is that not possible, right?
I mean, he just hit 500.
He just hit 500. Well, this guy goes, he missed all of 2005, 2006, 2007 sitting, half of 2013, half of 2017, and then all of 2023. That's 5 full seasons where he could have thrown touchdowns. So if you give him 20 a season, which is 20, which is like
lower,
not
even average.
That would give him 100 more, so he'd be at 600, which would be right on the heels of Tom Brady. And I'm thinking, God, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Availability, though, that's tough.
That's true. Tom was playing till he was fucking 45 or whatever.
Yeah, it just makes me sad, I guess. Tough championship.
The depression is real. It's already setting in.
I know. I was depressed on Sunday.
And the weather is like decent right now, but I know it's just
let's get
flirting.
some snow. Like, give me
I know,
snow.
because
I'm so sick of the wind.
The problem with Green Bay weather lately is it's cold, but we don't have any snow. And then it still doesn't snow. And then all of a sudden it's like March or like late February. We're like, oh my God, spring is in like a month and a half. And then we get fucking hammered with snow.
It's annoying.
And I'm like, okay, we didn't have snow all year.
We had snow before Christmas this year, too.
We had a white Christmas, and then like days later, it's been Brown City. Yeah.
Brown Town, baby.
So that was, I mean, we're almost done here.
I know.
53, yeah.
What else you got? We could do just some quick coaching updates. So Aaron Glenn to the Jets.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, sure. Good luck with that organization.
Yeah.
Schottenheimer for Dallas. What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, where was he before?
Dallas. He was their coordinator. I'm just gonna internally. Like, what are we doing, Jer? They signed the Bears head coach as their DC.
Did you hear?
Like, okay.
Oh my God, he had a quote.
The glory hole coach.
Yeah. What was it?
You've never heard the glory hole stuff? He's from oil, so glory hole is like the money. That's where like good things happen.
This isn't just
No. Yeah, because
Okay.
PFT, when I would listen to that, he was
does
like,
he know what that means?
no, like PFT was talking about it once, like 2 years ago, and he's
God.
like, yeah, this isn't a glory hole, but and I was like, glory hole, and then Florio comes on, he's like, just so you're aware, he's from oil, so when they talk about glory hole, he's talking about like hitting gold, like finding that great moment.
It's like the fishing hole, like the honey hole when you're fishing, like that's where all the fish are.
Yeah, I was like,
that's just terminology we're not aware of.
We extended
damn it,
Rich
Jerry.
Bisaccia, wild.
Yeah, one word to describe that.
The
And
only
it's not
thing-
politically correct, so I'm not going to say it.
correct. The only other thing I got two things. We'll do the CJ Stroud story. Did you hear that? So Texans got rid of Bobby Slowick, the OC.
Mm-hmm.
He was up for interviews last year for head coach, and he denied him.
Yeah.
Apparently, in their pre-draft meeting, CJ Stroud. First of all, CJ Stroud never talked to his offensive coordinator at Ohio State. Was quoted, "He doesn't know ball. I will only talk to Ryan Day, the head coach." Okay.
He knows how to dye his beard.
Right? In the pre-draft meeting, Slowick's asking him questions, and Stroud's saying things like, I already know this. I knew, yeah, this is what this is. And Slowick, like, went off on him. Like, no, this is the fucking NFL. Like, you don't get to... I guess they've hated each other ever since.
So there's just bad blood there.
Yeah, the Texans still drafted him, and they just did not like him because Stroud's kind of arrogant going
I
in.
don't see that, though. He doesn't
I was
show
shocked
that.
by that, too.
Yeah, maybe he's just really good at hiding it.
Interesting. What else do I have?
So CJ won that battle then. They got rid of him.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens now. Maybe be like, yeah, I really, really like this offensive coordinator. He's just going to be so vocal
We'll
about
just
the
do
new one
this
now.
last quick. So guess these players' ages, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
CJ Stroud,
24.
23.
Oh.
Patrick Mahomes.
20. He's like my age. He's 29.
Yep.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
24.
6.
Fuck. Oh, he was the old one. Yep. Shit.
Joe Burrow.
He's older. 27.
28.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
28.
Lamar Jackson.
30. No, I'm kidding. 27.
28.
Fuck.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen, he was on 2 different teams in college. 28.
26.
Damn.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. He played for... Did he just play for LSU?
I can't answer that question.
Oh, come on. 24.
CJ Stroud is 23.
24.
Yes.
He's older than
He's
Stroud.
older than Stroud. It's Stroud 23, Daniels 24, Hurts 26, Herbert 26, Lamar, Josh, Burrow 28,
I mean...
Holmes 29.
How old
That's
are you- how old
crazy,
are you?
isn't it?
You're 26?
You're going to be 26 in June, yeah.
Or you're 25 right now, yeah. So these guys are your age. Can you imagine
No,
that?
that's why I brought that up. Like Jaden Daniels out here at the NFC Championship game looking cool as a cucumber, and I'm like, God, he's younger than me?
Yeah.
And Stroud's younger
It's
than me?
crazy. And these guys
Stroud's
are
23?
so athletic. I mean, even the older guys like me.
No.
Mahomes. And,
Like Caleb Williams isn't on that.
I
Jordan
can't
Love's
imagine
not on
that.
that list. Some guy goes, "Where's Tua?"
how old is Love? He's like 26 too, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he's only been playing for fucking 2 years.
It's crazy. Well,
Yeah, that's wild. So this will be the real test to see like how well these guys grow in their, because you'd like to think they can get to 30. Well, I mean, how old is they're starting to decline?
35?
Usually. I mean, how old is Russ?
35.
Yeah, but was he declining before that even? I
2
would say
years,
32.
Well, here's the thing: AFC, NFC, NFC, AFC, 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 AFC.
AFC, yeah. You got to go
That's
through
where
a
we're
lot of
ending it.
shit.
And
man.
you have to go through Mahomes. That's what's tough.
All right, we got one more before the Super Bowl, so we'll be back to talk about that shit.
Yeah, and games and stuff. So.
Oh boy. All right, we'll see you then.
Go Bills.